Welcome back to cooking every single recipe in the official Stardew Valley cookbook. Today we're making pumpkin pie. Don't forget to subscribe and vote for what to make next in the comments below, and I promise I will upload something to my other channel soon. I'm just playing Silksong right now. To start this recipe off, you're going to want to grab one small sugar pumpkin, and you're going to cut it in half. And you're going to scoop out the guts, and if you want, separate the seeds and the guts to roast the seeds for a yummy snack. But you don't do that if you don't want to. And then you're going to take your two halves and you're going to coat them in water, put them face down on a parchment paper lined baking sheet, and cook in the oven at 400 for 45 to 55 minutes, rotating once every 25 minutes. It should be it's done when you can stick a fork through the skin without any resistance. Now, in a food processor, you're going to add a quarter cup of hazelnuts, a quarter cup of raw pecans, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, and 3/4 teaspoons of salt. Now, you're going to add half a cup of cold butter cubes. So you're going to get half a cup of butter and you're going to cut them into cubes and put them in the freezer for 20 minutes to make sure they're cold. And you're going to pulse that just until it's until the mixture resembles coarse breadcrumbs. And then you're going to stir in a 1/3 cup of ice water and 1.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar until the mixture becomes a shaggy dough that holds together when you squeeze it. Then you're going to put the dough in plastic wrap and wrap it up and put it in the fridge for 45 minutes. Then you're going to roll it out into an 1/8 of an inch thick, 9.5 inch wide or 24 centimeter wide deep dish pie plate, and you're going to put it back in the fridge for another, you're going to put it back in the fridge for another 30 minutes. But before you do that, you're going to poke the bottom with a fork. Now you're going to skin your pumpkin and you're going to put it in the clean food processor and pulse until it has become a puree. While you're pureeing your pumpkin, you're going to put parchment paper in your pie crust, and you're going to fill it with dry beans or rice, and you're going to cook it at 375 until the edges become dry. So that's 20 to 25 minutes, and you remove the beans and rice, and then it's another 10 to 15 minutes, I believe. Yeah. Now you're going to measure out 1 3/4 cups of your puree and put it in a large bowl. Into that same bowl, you're going to add 2 large eggs plus an egg yolk, 2/3 a cup of heavy cream at room temperature, a 1/3 cup of whole milk at room temperature, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground allspice, and whisk that all together until smooth, and then add 4 teaspoons of cornstarch and whisk it again until smooth. And then you're going to put that mixture into your warm pie crust and put it in the oven for about 50 minutes, rotating it once after 30 minutes. And then you're going to take it out of the oven. The edges should be set and the center should jiggle a little. And then you're going to let it cool completely. It says 4 to 5 hours. I did not wait 4 to 5 hours. You don't really have to worry about it. And finally, I didn't do this because I was simply too lazy. To make the maple whipped cream, it is real simply combining a cup of heavy cream, 3 tablespoons maple syrup, a pinch of salt, and you're going to whisk that together until it forms the whipped cream. And if you want, you can also top it with toasted hazelnuts or toasted pecans. Enjoy. This was very good. It's pumpkin pie. It's not gonna not be good. It was very good. I did have a little after it was in the fridge for a night as well, and it was better a little warm, I can't lie, but still very, very good. Highly recommend. I would definitely eat it again. There is still a slice in the fridge, so I might steal that unless someone else does or already has. But highly recommend. Would make it again. 9 out of 10, maybe 9.5. We'll see.